Hello, and welcome to day 26 of March for Humanity. Sorry, this was so fun. I had to do it. I am in a home south of Lodz, which they say something like Lodz. I arrived here with the woman who owns the hotel that I was in last night at the top of the reservoir, Hotel Kruk. When I was ready to leave in the morning, her manager at the reception desk saw my signage, and she stopped me and she asked me some questions, and she went and got the owner, and I found out that the owner is very concerned about this war and has this guest house with at least 7 to 10 Ukrainian refugees in it. I met 5 children and 2 mothers, and I think there are a couple others. So wonderful Mrs. Kruk is very involved, and she also felt I needed to have a flag. I told her I'd had one, and it disappeared somewhere. So she called me down about an hour or two ago and has draped a large Ukrainian flag over my whole stroller situation. So you will see it tomorrow, I think. Anyway, that's the wonderful news. The children here are 10, 12, 14, I think, and they are going to school on internet, their Ukrainian school, and so that's a good thing. And one of the mothers was an accountant in Ukraine and is cleaning houses. But I think it's people trying to support her in some way. So that was a nice encounter. And unfortunately, because I didn't walk for 8 or 10 hours today, I tuned into part of the hearings for the sedition charges against, or not charges exactly, but trying to take Representative Green off the ballot in Georgia. And it's still funny not to look into the anyway, and I was very, very frustrated by the speech of her lawyer and how she is handling herself, and it just I kind of erupted and wrote this. Who are these people that are so committed to attempting to overthrow American democracy? It's true that Americans practically deserve it. We got lazy. We were lulled into complacency. We said, let someone else bother. And from Reagan to Bush to Bush to Trump, the Republican Party has steered their crowd, lied to them and inured them to lies, deceived them and inured them to deception. Then along comes blackmail. You know it's true. Putin is the richest man in the world. He controls a secret service. For decades, he prepared. And now, he's ready. Ready for world dominion. And between those greedy enough to just go along and those blackmailed, between, I said, yes, between is Ukraine. A nation of 44 million people who declared their right to exist in the Orange Revolution of 2004 and again in the Revolution of Dignity in 2014. Ukraine, who elected a Jewish actor and comedian as president by 73% of the vote in 2019. Ukraine, the country and people that were supposed to be conquered in 3 to 5 days. Ukraine, where civilians are being bombed, tortured, and forcibly removed. Ukraine, whose people face death constantly. Ukraine is standing for democracy, for territorial integrity, for the right to be a free people. And America, and the Western democracies, what are we doing? We represent the farce, the graft and greed and grift, and we watch the evil and tut-tut about Putin the butcher. We gotta do better. Fast.